Hey guys, I have a really exciting dog that I'm going to be working with for the next 2.5 weeks. Her name is Hazel. She's a beautiful shepherd mix and she is almost 100% deaf. She can hear really high-pitched whistles, she can hear dogs barking and a few other like really loud high-pitched things, but me just talking, my verbal voice of like giving a command, she can't hear. We just did a test, she cannot hear the tone function of the e-collar. We even have a double receiver on right now for day one work. So I am going to be utilizing so much more spatial, leash, and stim pressure for the work that we're doing with her. And you will see me doing a lot of hand signals, which we already do with the dogs, but I want to kind of document this in like a vlog perspective for you. So some things are going to look like messy because we're going to be learning this new kind of language together, even though dogs really learn from spatial and leash and all of that kind of pressure and guidance best anyways over verbals. As humans, we rely so heavily on our come, sit down commands that even me as a trainer, I'm going to still use my verbals. Even her owner is like, I still talk to her, I still say all of these things, just habitually, and it'll help me with my own timing. But I want to kind of take you guys through this journey since I've been doing so much tone work with every single dog that comes in for recall, movement, follow. I'm going to be doing all of that with stim. And that's how I used to do everything. So it's going to be like riding a bike and I can jump right back into it. But I want to kind of share this process with you. The messy, the good, the awesome moments, but basically she is here for state of mind work. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on. And you're still gonna hear me doing my snapping and my shushing because again, it just really helps me with timing and some things she might hear. So I'm just gonna get right to work with her. Again, she just got dropped off. So we're gonna kind of document this. We'll share this on our YouTube page and keep you guys kind of posted on Hazel's journey through the whole time that she's here, from kind of square one to the end of her program. So let's get to it. We're going to start in our kennel room space. You know, don't mind if it's a little bit messy, but welcome to our home, and we are going to get to work with her in here. I want to create a context of the communication of the e-collar, my body guidance, my hand signals before we do anything outside. So I'm just going to work on a little bit of follow work with her, and I will talk through, once I can kind of take a break, what I'm doing with the e-collar. Luckily, she's not a green dog. And what I mean by that is her owner has worked so hard on like implementing these hand signals and stuff with her. There's just quite a lapse in state of mind. So she's laying down in front of me. She knows her sit, she knows her down, she knows her stay. Are things 100% solid? No, but her owner has done a phenomenal job with what you'd kind of consider a special needs dog. But she is gonna give a great amount of effort. I can already see it right off the bat, so let's get to work. Hazel. Good. Hazel. 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 Good. Very good. Good. What I'm doing right now, you guys, is low level stim, slight dial up as she heads my way, I release. I've been going from a 2 to a 4 out of 100. I'm using the leash guidance right now for the come towards me, and I release that the second I release the e-collar. So come to me, good. Come to me, good. Spatial pressure towards her. Good. Wow, that's good, mama. That's good. That's good. Good. good mama. That's a good mama. Stim on, release the second she headed towards me. So her owner has also conditioned her to touching the butt, gets her to look to her. So I touched her butt to get her head my way, went like this, and she got that visual. This is exhausting stuff. Yeah, so we'll take lots of breaks. Because look at how involved my body has to be in this work. It is with every dog anyways, but with her, I'm winded. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. So we will take breaks and work on her stationary work while we do this. She is a brilliant dog. It's hard not to totally say a ton, but I have to say it's actually kind of refreshing because this is how dogs learn. They learn through this. You can tell she feels it. Her ears changed, her body kind of shifted back a little bit. They learn through, I mean, that's the beauty of dogs, is this language that they understand through our touch, through our pressure, through the leash, all of these things that we then teach them as well. And that's why the e-collar is going to be game changer for her. Her owner has already utilized an e-collar with her before, just not to the extent that we will here during the program. She did a lot of like vibrate work with her and some stim work, but not to the extent that we're going to give her a full just overhaul on it so that they have this new level of communication to help her with her dog reactivity, anxiousness, arousal, some of these OCD tendencies that you will see once we share that with you guys as well. But it's really cool actually. It's a little like, you know, it's gonna put me and test me because I do also rely on my verbals at times as well, because it's like, hey, you know, sit, I'm gonna tell you to sit verbally, but I have to be on my A game every second I'm working with her, which is, this is cool. I'm looking forward to this. And look at you, me, I'm talking to her again. But you feel it, you feel the energy, you feel the love. Yeah, you're a good mama. I like you a lot. Yes. That's good. Really low numbers. Really low, mama. Do some threshold work with her. Shh. So I'm going to go a little bit more immediately to like my setting the boundary at the door versus a lot of like letting her out, letting her in. I'm going to do that as well, but I use my tone a ton for that. So with a dog that also can't hear like a hey or like a no, I don't want it to become a pattern of her getting an idea of rushing out the door just for safety purposes. So I might give her a little bit more direction through every little process than I would with a dog that can fully hear me. But we'll also see what she gives us, because this is a controlled setting where we can make mistakes if we're going to. So stim, leash pressure. Good. Gotta keep that door open. Right here. Stim, leash pressure. Good. Let's do that again. That's a good mama. Good. So all I did there was low level stim put on, dialed up slightly. I ended up going up to a 10 there. So from a 2 to a 10, she headed back in. Good, we went back up. She didn't do it again. I would do the same thing with other dogs with the tone, or I'll do like a tone, tone, stim, stim. But we can use low level stim for all of this. Good. So she does have a different release word at home, and I'm gonna change it up a little bit for our break. So her owner uses a like this, and I know her owner very much trusts my judgment. I'm gonna use my release break just to give her a new context of learning and training with us. But we'll see if for some reason it doesn't work for her, which I think it will. We'll change it back, but we're gonna try something new because you're too smart. So I'm keeping the leash always when I'm working with her in the beginning. Same thing. See how dramatic I'm being? That's how you gotta be. Shake it off, mama. Little leash guidance when I do that. Little higher now. I'm gonna start it at 6. I want to start being able to lose the leash when I do that. So smart. Such a smart. I'm gonna try this one without the leash. Just patience. Good. Right there, like I would with a dog that can hear my shush. It was a shush tap, just to create very clear boundaries around this. This is obviously stay. Good. I'll use a little bit of my verbals right now, just for you guys for context. Stay. Good. Right? Yay! We did good! That's my girl! That's my girl! Good job, Mama. Good job, Mama. Let's go. I'm just gonna test it and see what she hears. You see me being crazy. Do you hear me being crazy? Lots of spatial pressure with her. So I tapped it a 4 out of 100 there. Back into her. Little leash. Just want to create a really clear boundary of thresholds. Notice how that came into play after I just really loved her up, which is fine. She's gonna earn affection, she's gonna get loved up on, but I'm still gonna hold her accountable and create boundaries. So let's do that again with me giving her affection, kind of see what that does to her, set a clear boundary, and we'll take a little bit of a break. Good girl. All right, we'll keep you guys posted on our next session. This is a great one to start. Next one's gonna be kennels. Kennel trails.